Welcome, everybody, to another episode of No Balls, No Glory. I'm your man, the People's Champ, and I am here by myself. Ain't nobody here with me, man. I'm here by myself, just chilling, watching sports, man. Just finna talk about some sports in a little bit, man. Just heard, man, the People's Champ is in the building. No balls, no glory. No balls, no glory. Again, no balls, no glory. That's us, man. The sports gurus, man. That's what we do, man. We are here locked in, loaded on no balls, no glory tonight, man. That's what we do. Make sure everybody jump in and join us on the YouTube channel tonight as we chop it up and talk sports, and more sports, man. That's what we need, man. We need sports in our life, man. I'm the champ, man. The one and only, the originator, often imitated, never duplicated. People's champ. Man, sports. We got a lot of good sports that's happening, y'all. And I'm finna hit on a little bit of sports that we really never really talk about is high school sports, man. I'm finna talk about a little bit of high school basketball. Even though I'm in Peoria, but this is the time for Missouri and Illinois to have their sectionals, super sectionals. This is a big time for high school basketball, man. Big time for high school basketball and everything, man. A lot of things that's going on in the world of high school sports, man. And we're gonna mix a little bit of the pro sports in with it and everything, man. Just here, chopping it up. I want to know how everybody's day was. If you're in the chat, man, give me a thumbs up, man. Let me know how your day was, man. People's chat want to know how your day went, man, today. How did it go? What did you do? How was your weather? What city you were in, man? I want to know these things. I'm not going to be here with you not that long, man, but we got to talk sports, man. We got to talk sports, man. A lot of sports that's going on in our world and everything. Our YouTube family, thank y'all. Our Facebook family, thank y'all. Appreciate y'all for just jumping in and just being part of the crew. People's champ, man, is graying up, y'all. People's champ is graying up, man. That's what the champ is doing, man. I'm getting gray, man. It's a blessing to get gray, man. When you get gray, you get old, man, and that's a blessing to do, man. So yeah, we just gonna talk about a little bit of sports, high school sports. We're gonna talk about a little bit of Major League Baseball, NFL, and a tad bit of NBA, man. And we're gonna be out, man. That's gonna be a real quick show, man. Like I said, real short and sweet show today. NBA, college. We got the NCAA tournament that's right around the corner, too. We're gonna chop that up some. We're gonna talk about man, a lot, man. I'm excited about sports, man. If you don't know, man, this is a sports show that we just talk about sports. We bring a little bit of life in to our sports segments and stuff, man. We have fun with it. We talk to people about it, and we just give them our different perspectives on the world of sports. We look at sports through different lenses, man. And the lens that we look through is a subjective lens, very subjective, man. And you just share what you think, man. And sometimes it could be good, sometimes it could be not so good. But I mean, hey, that's your opinion. And it's one thing about it, man. We're entitled to our opinions, man. A lot of good things in the world of sports, man. We're entitled to it, man. I gotta share. Shout out to everybody that went into the semi-pro baseball Hall of Fame. Coach Corey was leading that class, man. Fellow No Balls, No Glory member, man. Semi-pro baseball Hall of Fame a few weeks back, man. just got to give a big shout out to everybody that went in, man, because everybody wasn't able to get in, man. And a big shout out to Coach Corey and the rest of the fellas that went in and everything. Big accomplishment for everybody, man. Big accomplishment for everybody that went in. And big shout out for the guys that's on the ballot for next year, man. That's what it's about, man. Getting on that ballot, getting voted in by the committee for your contributions to semi-pro baseball, man. We got big semi-pro national park. The Hall of Fame is up in Indiana. Uh, man, yeah, I don't want to miss that, man. I mean, if you ever get a chance, man, they rebuilding a huge facility, man, for the Semi-Pro Baseball Hall of Fame, man, up in Evansville, Indiana. You want to go by there and check it out, man. I'm telling you, it is a sight for sore eyes. And then we got bricks, and then you go to the field. My brick, the People's Champ, his brick is at home plate, man, where the catchers was at, man. So it's an honor to have my brick up there, man. Just to have my brick up there amongst a lot of greats, man. These people are great guys, man, that have played the game of baseball, man. That then went on probably played pro ball, coached high school, pro. Man, it's just an honor to have my brick up there amongst the brick of everybody else. It's just an honor to have your brick up there, right along with others, man, with other bricks, man. Big time accomplishment, big time across the board, man. So the People's Champ is forever honored to have his brick in the Semi-Pro Baseball Hall of Fame, man. Forever honored, man, to have that brick in the Semi-Pro Baseball Hall of Fame, man. My fellas, man, I got to get ready to go and jump on some sports, man. I'm trying to wait to see if anybody will come in with the champ. Because when I get rolling, I'm going to get rolling, man. And I'm going to be short and sweet with you. I'm going to be short and sweet. I'm going to be short and sweet, man. And I'm just going to talk about sports, man. Somebody just texted me saying they running a little late. Okay, they had the link. The link. I know Coach Corey said he wanted to have a young kid on the phone right now, just to chop it up and talk about sports and everything. We may have him on next week, man, just to see how he's doing and everything, what he's been up to and everything. And it's about reaching the kids, man, and getting the kids interested in sports, man. Big shout out to a couple people, man, that paved the way. Hey, my boy Jeremy and Willie Jack, man. Let the Film Speak, man. They had their last show a few weeks back, man. Good brothers, man. They had an amazing show, man. Go on. You can catch some of their stuff, man. That's still out there. Jeremy and Willie Jack. Let the Film Speak, man. Just amazing, amazing content them guys put in there, man. They put hard work into it. And it was a great show. It was a great show, man. And I got a feeling they're gonna come back bigger and stronger, man. They're taking a little break right now. It is really hard. It's really hard day in and day out, getting on, especially with us Tuesday, Thursday, putting out content, man. We live content. So we catch sports as it's happening, man, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, man. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we catch sports that's happening during that little week, during that day, that Wednesday, man. When we're not on here, we catch sports and we talk about sports. Then we turn around and catch the weekend of sports. Got a weekend of sports that's headed up and lined up for us and everything, man. We catch a lot of stuff, man. So you don't want to miss it, man. You just want to just share, like, share, and subscribe, man. Pass it along. And these for all women, man. All women. If you got a boyfriend, or these for guys, if you got a girl, or ladies, you don't understand sports, you want to learn sports, chime into us, man. Listen to what we talk about, man. And then you could be well versed in sports. So when you out with your guy and his friends and they having that sports conversation, you can just fit in. You can be able to talk sports with them guys because you know what you're talking about, what they chopping it up about, and you know. So just jump in and just boom, ask questions. Email us if you have any questions, or if you want to have any show ideas or suggestions, email us. Email us at no balls, no glory 314 at Gmail. Again, no balls, no glory at 314 at gmail.com. You don't want to miss it, man. It's an amazing opportunity to jump on and just talk about sports, man. I know I do a lot by myself. I do a lot with the crew, but we love sports, man. And sports is our forte, man. That's what we do. Win, lose, or draw. We the sports gurus, man. We talk about the sports and we talk about it, we chop it up, and we have a good time while we doing it, man. That's all I can say. We have an amazing time while we doing it. We have a good time. We talk sports, and we ask people to join us live, man. I love the show. I love the show, man. One thing I learned: people will not have the commitment and the love and passion as you always have for something and everything. So, I mean, I just want everybody to just jump in and just take this because I can see the potential where it's going. We got a good opportunity to really take this, man, but we got to put in the work. We got to put in the work, man. We got to put in the work, man. We got to put in the work. If we don't put in the work, hey, man, we got to put that work in. We put in the work, man. We could do a whole lot. We could do a whole lot with this show, man, with this platform, man. Just talking about sports. And one day somebody can pick us up and say, hey, we want y'all. We like what y'all doing. We appreciate y'all, what y'all doing and everything. Y'all talking about my type of talk, sports. Because sports is always going to be universal, guys. All right, man. We got to jump off into our sports and everything, man. Let's talk about, I'll be remiss for us not to talk about high school sports, man. High school sports is a big thing that's going on right now. Especially, I got to show love from where I'm from. Y'all know I got to show love for the state of Missouri. We got our Missouri sectionals, super sectionals that's going on, man. We got the super sectionals that's going on, man, right now. And it's a lot of good teams that's left. It's a lot of good teams that's left, man. And we're gonna go and look at our state brackets for the Missouri State High School Athletic Association. And then we're gonna probably zoom on over and watch the state brackets for the Illinois State High School basketball tournament and everything, man. And we're gonna see who is, if your favorite team is moving on, or if your favorite team has been eliminated, man. We're gonna see what they doing, man. We're gonna see what your favorite team did or done, if they on into the tournament or if they calling it quits, man. If they at the house. So, man, let's jump off into it, man. It's a lot of, like I said, good sports that's going on. We got our basketball right now. We got I'm finna go to it so we can see our brackets and everything, so we can see who is doing what and who is doing where. So we're gonna start off with our boys. We got our districts, our classes, and our districts and our assignments. So we're gonna click on that and see where everybody is landing at. That's the 4, that's the 5. You see the district, all the assignments and everything. Class 6, you see it all over, man. The districts, the assignments, everything. So let's look at our state. We're gonna go a step further. Let's look at the district brackets, the state championship brackets. Let's go to that one, man. Right now, as you see my screen here, this is the Class 1A, and they'll be playing for the state championship this weekend. You got Chadwick High School versus Green City in the Class 1A semifinals. And all the games will be played up at Mizzou Arena, where the Mizzou Tigers play at, SEC Mizzou Tigers that are playing at. And then in the other half of that bracket, You have Danville and Bramer playing in the other half that district of that Class 1 semifinal to see who will be the Class 1 state champions. They just knocked off some teams last weekend to advance. That's our Class 1. We got a Class 2 coming up. Class 2, we got our Final Four that's set in the Class 2. South Pempscott versus Hartville. Then we got Salisbury versus Wild Blue. And Hartville is the champion, it's the state champion. They won that 2A state championship. Let me go back. I think we do have a 1A state champ too. No, we don't. 1A state champion has not been determined. This was Class 2A. Hartville is the state champs. Congratulations to Hartville High School, Missouri State 2A champions. Congratulations to them. Then we got our Class 3A state championship semifinals. That's going to be played this weekend up at Missouri Arena. We had New Madrid Central versus Thayer. Then Montgomery County versus Summit Christian Academy. They are playing this weekend up in Columbia, Missouri to see who will be the Class 3A state champions. Then we got our Class 4A. We just finished our quarterfinals. Now we got our quarterfinals coming up this Saturday to see who advanced to the semis next weekend. Our quarterfinals, we have Central Park Hills out of Kansas City versus John Burroughs. John Burroughs has been a good team, man. They got some good young talent. Big shout out to big bro Pee Wee Leonard, who's over there at John Burroughs doing his thing. Pee Wee is over there at John Burroughs doing his thing, man. And they doing it, man. Then on the other half of the 4A bracket, we still have in the semifinal, in the quarters, we have Father Talton Regional Catholic versus Logan Rogers High School. That's the winner of that game will go to the semifinals up in Columbia. Then on the bottom half, we got the powerhouse, the St. Louis Vashon Wolverines, man. Hey, man, I'm a product of St. Louis Public Schools, man. Vashon High School, they are the real deal. The V is the real deal, man. I cannot deny it. They the real deal. And big shout out to Tony Irons, who's over there, man. Big shout out to Jimmy McKinney, who's over there. Dwayne Polk, Joe Shelton. Man, those guys, if I forget, I remiss if I forget the other coaches, but those are the guys I know. Man, them guys, man, got their program rolling. Tony has really got their program really rolling and everything. He took over from his father, the legendary Floyd Irons, man. And Tony is doing an amazing job at their program. And they are going for their 4th state title in a row, man. A 4th state title in a row for Vashon. They are going for it. They play against Mexico. And Mexico got to come up to the new pit where Vashon plays it. They got to come up and play Vashon at home on this Saturday, which is not going to be it's going to be a tough game, man. I'm just going to tell you, man. And that Vashon team is loaded. They only have one senior in their starting lineup, 4 juniors and sophomores in their lineup, man. So they're going to be tough to come, man. So that's going to be a tough out for a lot of teams, man. Then on the other side, you got St. Michael, the Archangel versus Kansas City Central. Winners of these 2 games will meet Vashon or Mexico in the semifinal, man. Mexico is an underdog, but hey, anything can happen. These are high school playoffs, y'all. Now we move on to our Class 5. We got our quarterfinals that's going on this weekend. Class 5 quarterfinals this weekend. We got Sykeston versus Vianney. Jeff City Jays versus Parkview. DeSmet versus Fort Zumwalt North. Raytown South versus Winnetoka. These are the semifinals. These are the quarters. That's this Saturday. Then you got the semis that's next week. And then that group will be headed to the state championship. They'll be going up to Columbia. The winners of this Class 5 quarterfinals, man, this weekend coming up at the various locations. Out of this Class 5 group, man, I'm gonna go back and just go back through the teams that I see possibly doing some making some noise and everything. But that's our Class 5, and then our Class 6. We got a Cardinal Ritter Lions, man. The Cardinal Ritter Lions, man. When I was in school, man, Cardinal Ritter was 1A, 2A. Now they have moved up to enrollment to Class 6A. They play Eureka. Then we got Central Springfield versus Rockhurst. Then we got Chaminade College Prep versus Francis Howell, and Columbia Hickman. They right there in their backyard. They'll be playing Oak Park. If Columbia Hickman pulls this off, they go right down the street to Mizzou Arena. So we go with the Class 3. The favorite over here in Class 3, which is the semifinals, they already 3 have their semifinals tomorrow. I'll take that back. Class 3, you got Summit Christian, Montgomery County. There, man, the team that's looking good that I know of is New Madrid County, man. They have been just beating they got a good squad, man. New Madrid County is my team to come out of the Class 3 state champion. They my team. They the team to come out as in my opinion. Then we go to Class 1, who we talked about. Class 1 out of this group. Let me see. Who have I read a little bit on and still did my little research on? Out of this one, man, I'm telling you, the team that's looking like that they go do it is Green City, man. Green City look like they go pull it out based off the research. Dadeville is not that far off. It should be good. It should be Dadeville and Green City in the finals for the Missouri Class 1A championship. Now we go over to our Class 4A championship. John Burroughs is looking good at the top half of the bracket, but probably the best team in the state of Missouri, whether it's 1A, Class 1A through 6A, is possibly the Vashon Wolverines, man. They just loaded, man. They play a tough schedule. And but right now, Vashon is the odds-on favorite to win their 4th state championship, and I think the 6th or the 7th under Coach Tony Irons. So he's just taking over his father's legacy. His father won 11 championships, so Tony is well on his way of catching and possibly eclipsing Pop's record. Class 5A. The favorite has got to be Vianney or DeSmet. Now, Vianney is one of the favorites, man. They have a good team, man. They have size. They got height. Them guys, I think, is going to come in ready to play. But like I say, this is high school basketball. This is the playoffs. Anything can happen, man. But you cannot overlook DeSmet. DeSmet keeps a solid team. They have a solid, good program. Bob Steiner used to run that program. DeSmet has a great program out there. Other noticeable, Jeff City Jays. You don't want to forget about Jeff City or the Raytown. Those are 2 good teams too. But if I had to say, it'd probably be DeSmet and Vianney, a matchup of their regular season, which I think they split. This Vianney won 1 and DeSmet won 1. And they'll be playing each other again for the state title. That's my opinion. That's how I'm looking at it. Then we got our Class 6, Cardinal Ritter, Rockhurst, Chaminade. Man, Oak Park is the team that beat Vashon. They played at Mizzou Arena and everything early in the season. Oak Park ain't looking. Hey, Oak Park pretty tough, man. They got some good little guards at Oak Park. Chaminade, I think Chaminade is one of the favorites, man, to come out of that. It should be Chaminade. And Cardinal Ritter, man, they can sneak up and get in there too, man. But I like Rockhurst too as well. Rockhurst keeps a solid team, and Central Springfield is a good team. So if I had to pick a team out here to pull it out, got to be Chaminade College Prep, man. Got to be Chaminade, man. Now let's move on to our girls. We'll move on to the girls a little bit. Girls Class 6. Cor Jesus in the quarters. Marquette, Kickapoo, Lee Summit, Incarnate Word, Troy, Rockbridge, and Staley. Man, they got Kickapoo on this half like they have Incarnate on the other half. They have met, I think, in the last 3 state championships with Incarnate Word winning all of them. So Incarnate Word is the odds-on favorite. They undefeated. They got 108 or 110 wins in a row. They've been winning state championships for the last God knows how long. They have been they the epitome. Right now, they are just kicking butt, man. Incarnate is just kicking butt, man. Undefeated record, man. You click on them. Incarnate has been just beating butt. 71-33 was their last victory against St. Joseph's Academy. 66-28. I mean, these are not just barely squeak out wins. These are blowouts. I'm talking about knocking people wig off blowouts. That's what type of wins they are. They pulling out on them. So that's what we got with Incarnate Word right there. They are definitely the odds-on favorite. And it's definitely an odds-on favorite to meet Kickapoo again in the state championship for the girls 6A. So it's going to probably be Incarnate Word trying to keep that undefeated streak alive. Then we got Class 5A, girls. We got Hillsboro, John Burroughs girls. John Burroughs got a good little athletic program out there, man. Beautiful campus. High school campuses looking like college campuses, man. That's the alumni, they take pride in it. They give back. They build nice aquatic centers, football, baseball field, basketball. They just take care and take pride in their facilities at John Burroughs High School. And also, John Burroughs is a high school of NFL star Ezekiel Elliott. Zeke went out to John Burroughs. We got Helias, Marshfield, Parkway West, Lutheran St. Charles. Don't sleep on Lutheran St. Charles. They got a pretty solid team. St. Teresa's and then Smithville. So I'm thinking it's going to probably be Lutheran St. Charles and maybe Helias, man. Helias has been kicking butt, and they are always, I think they're the defending state champions. So Helias is a good school as well. Got Helias probably coming out winning another state championship, going back to back. Park Hills girls. Ursuline Academy. Owensville, Aurora, Live for Life. Live for Life has been kicking butt. They beat U City, man, pretty handily. They play Moberly. Then we got Notre Dame, DeSion, and Chillicothe. Man, pulling for Live for Life. Public school. I mean, I'm pulling for them, man. I hope they do good, man. But they've been having some pretty solid wins and everything. So we're gonna see how they end up doing. I think Live for Life is probably one of the schools that can probably go for, but you can't look past Aurora and Central Park Hills, man. Aurora has won the state title within the last couple years. So you don't want to look past those ladies as well. Then you got your Class 3, St. Pius, Fair Grove, Centralia, El Dorado Springs. St. Pius, man, coming back for another state championship. St. Pius down in Festus. Good girls program, man. You don't want to miss them. I think St. Pius got a good chance of repeating. It's going to be a tough haul, but I mean, St. Pius is looking good. Fair Grove, don't look past them. They are a team laden with a lot of juniors and seniors, so you don't want to look past them as well. So it's safe to say the winner of this St. Pius and Fair Grove would definitely go on to win the state championship. Then we got our Class 2, which was already won by Skyline. Congratulations to Skyline High School and their girls for winning the Class 2A state championship this past weekend. Tipton finished third, and a valuable effort by Principia, coming up a little short, 61-47. So big shout out to Skyline High School and their girls for winning the Class 2A state championship. Then we got our Class 1A. We got a finals that's set for tomorrow. Semis were today. No, the finals are happening right now as we speak. We got South Nodway versus Jeff City Conception versus Northeast Cairo. We don't know who that will. We will see. They're playing right now. Where are they playing at? Mizzou Arena. I'm assuming Mizzou Arena. One Champions Drive, Columbia, Missouri. They're rocking right now, man. Big congratulations to Delta for winning the third place game in the Class 1A state championship tournament. Delta High School 1A state champions, third place runner-up. That is our Missouri State High School. Love high school basketball, man. This is that time, man. Let's see if we can go a little bit further. I want to go to the Illinois side. Go like Demetrius Johnson call it the EO side. Rest his soul, the DJ, man. Illinois. State. Illinois State High School. Illinois State High School Athletic Association. That's there. There it is. Let's go to sports. Let's go to winter sports. Boys basketball. You got a lot of state tournament up here. Class 1 through 4A. Is Thursday through what started today, Thursday, all the way through Saturday. Let me see how our brackets look over here on the Illinois side. See how they look, man, because you got some good basketball here in the state of Illinois, man. Good basketball, man. And I'm not familiar with their website, but I'm going to see if I can do some navigating. See where the state tournament, State Farm in Champaign. That's where the Illini play at, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see here. Where's our brackets at? We got. Here we go. We got Chicago Hope 1A and the Mounds Meridian in the semifinals. Mounds Meridian beat Chicago Hope 68-60. West Central beat Aurora 70-65. So you have West Central versus Mounds Meridian for the Class 1A Illinois State Championship. And they are playing right now. Chicago Hope and Aurora 17-16 currently. Championship game for that one is Saturday. Then also the other semifinal. Chicago Phillips beat Williamsville 60-56. And then you have Byron versus Benton. Benton won 50-42. So you got Williamsville versus Byron at 8:15 tonight. And then you have Chicago Phillips versus Benton, 1 o'clock on Saturday. Then you got your Class 3, Chicago Mount Carmel versus Mount Zion. That's tomorrow. Chicago DePaul versus Peoria Richwoods. Man, the boys made it. The Peoria Richwood boys that made it. And they are doing their thing, man. So you got Peoria Richwoods that's playing tomorrow at 11:15. And they are and the winner of that game plays Saturday for the state championship game, man, at 5:30 p.m., man. Big, big, big for Peoria Richwoods. Then you got Palatine versus Normal Community. Normal Community been kicking butt, man. You got Palatine versus Normal Community. And then you have Flossmoor versus Winnetka up for here, man. So they play tomorrow at 2 and 3:45. So the Illinois State Championship game is gonna be rolling tomorrow, man. They got good games lined up all day, man. Uh Good games lined up all day, man. I'm pulling for the Peoria Richwood School, man, because they have a good little squad, man. Here they go. Big shout out to little Daquan Little. I used to manage his mom, Rita, and the big kid in the middle, man. He going to University of Illinois. He is just a monster. Lathan Somerville, man. This cat is a beast, man. This cat is a beast. Daquan killing it. Senior. They laid it with seniors, man. And they are finna, they are ready, man. Somerville is gonna be a tough stop, man. I'm telling you. They gonna be a tough stop, man. Daquan is killing it with the on the stat sheet itself, man. Big shout out to Quan, man. He is a 3-point machine, man. He be drilling. That's they 3-point guy right there, Daquan Little, man. Don't want to forget that name, Daquan Little. Hey, what's up, Percy Payton in the building with me? You don't want to forget Daquan Little. Man, that Richwoods team looks good though, man. One day losses came against Fashawn, and that just goes to show you, man, that Fashawn is just head and shoulders above a lot of schools, man. But yeah, this team should make some noise, man. They've been kicking butt, and I got a couple more hurdles before they get a state championship, man. So that's the format for the state championship for the boys. Let me see how the girls looking. See how they tournaments look. Girls had their championships last weekend. Shout out to Oakville, Class 1A state championship champion. Shout out to the ladies here at Peoria, Notre Dame, Class 2A state champs. Shout out to Lincoln High School girls, Class 3A state champions. Then you got your Class 4A state champions, Wilmette, Loyola Academy. They are the 4A state champions. So shout out to all the ladies that won state titles last year, that finished their careers in high schools on a strong note. So big shout out to all the ladies that finished their high school career on strong notes last year. Like I say, high school basketball is among us. You don't want to miss a lot of things that's going on. Very exciting time in high school sports. And it tells people, hey, this is where we at. This is where we need to be at. And this is what we doing. So big shout out to them, man. Big shout out to them. And I will talk to you guys and let you guys know on Tuesday from the Missouri side who's going to the state championship and who's going to the state games, and who on the Illinois side were our state high school winners. So I will let you guys know on our Tuesday show who's going on the Missouri side, and the 1A, 2A, 3A winner, the 1A and 3A winners on the Missouri side, and the 4, 5, and 6 teams that's going to the Missouri State Championship. So we got that. We're talking about high school basketball right now, Percy. So let's move on to our professional sports, man. Professional sports, man. What we got going on today, man? Man, we got, oh man, I cannot wait. But we got to talk about a little bit of college basketball uh tournaments, man. Let's see who all punched their ticket, man. I want to know who all punched their ticket, man. Because that's the big thing, man. To see who punched their ticket. Who's in the tournament? Who is in the tournament, man? You got to see who's in the tournament, who done punched their ticket already, man. We got a conference tournaments that have played yet. I don't think we had too many that have played yet. Conference tournament, Stetson and Jacksonville. This is in the Sun Championship semifinals. Then you got our Horizon League. Oakland beating Georgia, Purdue Fort Wayne, 71-63. Then you got Western Illinois. Ohio Valley is beating Tennessee State, 40-33. You got the Sun Belt Championship. We got Louisiana versus Coastal Carolina. They done took care of them in the second round. You got Belmont beating Valparaiso in the Missouri Valley tournament. In the Missouri Valley tournament, you got Belmont beating Valpo in the Missouri Valley tournament, man. Oh, man. Like I say, you got big tournaments that's going on this weekend. You got the kickoff of the Missouri Valley tournament was this weekend. And then you got other tournaments like the big ones going on next week, your ACC tournaments, your Big 12, your Big 10, Pac-12, SEC. You got the big tournaments that's heading on next week, man. So last weekend in the division, this one things getting tight. They start tightening up a little bit. Number one, Houston. They won to share the Big 12 regular season championship yesterday. On their impressive win, man. They had to battle from behind. They had to literally battle from behind, man, over UCF, man. And UCF had them, man. They had them down by around 17-18. And Houston rallied back, man. This could be Kelvin Sampson's best team, man. This could be his best team, man. And we're gonna see what Houston does in this tournament because between them and UConn actually, I'm gonna tell you this. See the championship. This is the Hall of Fame ring for Hall of Famers, y'all. But yeah, UConn squeaked past Houston last year to win the national championship last year, man. And man, it looked like they could be on a collision course of meeting again, man. That would be pretty cool, man. I wouldn't even call them mid-majors no more, man. Back in the day, you could have called them a mid-major and got away with it, but these guys balling, man. UConn, I wouldn't even consider UConn a mid-major because they had some amazing teams under Coach Jim Calhoun. And then Kevin won the championship when he was there at UConn. So UConn has some pretty solid teams, man. But I'm telling you, the team that put UConn on the map was a team with Emeka Okafor, Rip Hamilton, Khalid El-Amin. That's their team that put the UConn Huskies and won Coach Jim Calhoun his first national championship, man. Won his first national championship, man. So you got a lot of good sports this weekend that's coming up. Duke and Carolina to see who get the number one seed in the ACC tournament. Duke already got knocked off by Carolina. Carolina already beat Duke earlier this year. Beat them handily at the Dean Smith Center. And they play again in Cameron. Cameron Indoor Stadium is a tough place to play, guys. If you've never been to Cameron or you ever saw any of the Duke games, the fans are right there on you. When you inbound in the ball, the fans are like this, right behind you. So you don't know how difficult it is to be at Cameron Indoor. So that's what we got, college basketball. And we'll come back and share with you the teams that are already in that have clinched state tickets this weekend. Teams that have clinched state ticket this weekend. You will see them. You will see the teams that clinched state tickets this weekend, and we'll share that next Tuesday on No Balls, No Glory. Also, we'll segue from our NCAA men's to our baseball. I mean, but the odds-on favorite for the women. I gotta get a shot, show the NCAA women a little bit of love too, man. But right now, they got a couple of their tournaments, the ACC tournament. Duke Lady Blue Devils just beat Georgia Tech 70-6, 70-58. SEC tournament second round, Auburn just smacked on Arkansas 67-48. Then you got Stanford in the Pac-12 semifinals, 71-57. Texas Tech 74-70. In the Big 12 championship first round, second round Big 10, Penn State knocks off Wisconsin 80-56. So we got our groups over there, but the South Carolina Lady Gamecocks are the team to beat in the tournament, man. They are the team to beat, man. Undefeated. And it looked like ain't nobody gonna touch them, man. They are consensus number one, all votes. They just look, Coach Don Staley got them girls moving and grooving, man. But don't sleep on the LSU Lady Tigers, though. They are not too far off. And those are the defending NCAA champion, the LSU Lady Tigers. But don't sleep on those Iowa girls neither. Those Iowa Hawkeyes, led by the finna be the Naismith Player of the Year, Caitlin Clark. She is just flat out, hands down, just killing it, man. And she has another year of eligibility if she wanted to come back. Caitlin says she's taking her talents to the NBA. So Caitlin is headed out to the NBA, and she's going to do her thing next year in the NBA. So that's what Caitlin is getting ready to do. That's our women's, and that covers our NCAA college basketball. And we'll talk more about it on Tuesday. Who's in, conference tournaments, everything. We're going to give a brief rundown of it on next Tuesday, man. You don't want to miss that, man. So, Major League Baseball, it's still in spring training right now. Spring training, people really don't. Hey, they. I think these guys are ready to get the season started, but you just got to give your body time to get adjusted, especially pitchers. You don't want to rush people in the spring training, from spring training to the regular season, because you got pitchers. You talk about arm care for pitchers. If you try to rush people in and have them throwing crazy innings, they got to gradually move in, because a lot of times when people leave spring training, they're going to go to a city. Now, spring training is, granted, it's played in Arizona, which is the Cactus League, and Florida, which is the Grapefruit League. So now, if people leave spring training, when they leave spring training, they'll be going to places like Pittsburgh, like New York, Chicago, St. Louis, a lot of Midwest cities, East Coast cities, Philadelphia, and the weather may not be 78, 80 degrees, sunny, feeling good. You get to some temperatures 40 degrees, 50 degrees, 55 degrees. And it's very, I mean, if you're not in condition or shape, and you go out there and try to do things too fast, that causes injuries. You don't want to cause no injuries like that, man. Take your time in spring training, work out all the bugs, get all the reps in, get all your work in. So you come in and just pace yourself during the season. It's a long season, 162 games. That's a long season. You don't want to hurt yourself 162 games at the beginning, because if you hurt yourself early on, that usually set the tone for your whole year. So you want to try to come into it, gradually slide into it, and do your thing, man. You don't want to come into it just like that. Braves beat the Red Sox today 3-2. They played on ESPN. 3-2 victory, Braves and Braves over the Red Sox. Also noticeable, the Astros beat the Cardinals 6-3. The Cubs are winning, beating the Reds right now in Arizona. The Rangers, the world champion Texas Rangers, beat the Diamondbacks today. And then later on tonight, you got the Giants and the Dodgers. And then you got the Mets and the Nationals later on tonight, man. Or the Mets beat the Nationals, I'm sorry, 3-1 down in Florida today. So you got a lot still. You got your free agents that's still out there waiting to sign, man. Got pitchers, Snell. You got these guys out here waiting to sign, trying to get the money and everything, get in the bag. So thing is, do they wait or do they report to camp and take less? No, you gotta wait, man. But if you wait and sign probably like a couple days before camp breaks and everything, you're not gonna be ready. You got to get down there because I don't care what they're doing. If they're out there throwing, pitching, and doing everything else, it's not the same as big league. I heard a couple pro baseball players was working out with Division I schools, throwing inner squads and everything. That's still not the effect. You got high school hitters. I mean, you got college hitters versus professional hitters. Big difference, guys. Big difference. And you won't see no impact the way that is. So you would not see it's a big difference between throwing to a college player and to a 4-year, 5-year Major League Baseball professional. But opening day is less than 3 weeks away. You don't want to miss that. Less than 3 weeks away for a first pitch opening day, man. And it's going to be some fireworks, man. I just love opening day, man. I just love when baseball season get here amongst us, man. My overall objective, man, I would love to go work for a professional baseball team. I would leave my job right now if a professional baseball team or professional sports team, period, say, hey, we want you to come do X, Y, and Z for us. I would leave because that's my dream, that's my love, that's my passion. I would walk away and go work for a professional sports team right now, man. That's just what I love because my knowledge of the sports of football, basketball, baseball is just phenomenal. Hockey, I got minimum hockey knowledge, but football, basketball, baseball, tennis, golf. I mean, I can talk sports with the best of them, man. So that's our baseball talk for the night. I know we were talking briefly about our UFC that's coming up Saturday, the big match again, man. The big match this Saturday is a rematch. O'Malley versus Vera #2. If you tuned in on Tuesday, you heard White Chocolate, Drew, aka White Chocolate, talk about the freak incident that happened to O'Malley, and O'Malley's still saying that he is undefeated. And O'Malley's trying to revenge that loss, the official loss to Vera, but it was a freak accident that O'Malley may end up losing on a freak accident. But Vera doesn't want to hear that. He say he's going to show everybody the real deal on Saturday night. So a lot of UFC fights is coming up this Saturday, but the big one, O'Malley versus Vera. You don't want to miss that, man. It's going to be a pretty solid fight, man. Pretty solid fight, O'Malley versus Vera. Oh, today, oh, yes, Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson is really happening. Oh my God, Mike Tyson and it's set on Netflix. They finna make some money off this fight, man. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, man. We talk about Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. Wow. Last time Mike Tyson was in the ring was in 2020 when he had an exhibition bout versus Roy Jones Jr. But Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. Man, I don't know how to think on that, man. I don't even know what to think on that fight, man. What do y'all think on it, man? Mike Tyson is 58 years old. He'll be 58 at the time of the fight. Jake Paul, 27. 31-year age difference. Mike Tyson was considered the baddest man on the planet, but still, 31-year age difference. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. I don't even know how to even begin to wrap my mind around this. It's gonna be good for pay-per-view. It's gonna be at the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, where the Dallas Cowboys play at. And Netflix will air the fight. Man, this is gonna be some money, I think, man. I don't even know what the purses are. I'm looking to see what they say the purses are, man. But Jake Paul is 9-1. And with wins over Nate Diaz, Anderson Silva, Tyrone Woodley, and Nate Robinson. Got to knock out old Nate. So he went viral for knocking out Nate Robinson. So, but at the end of the day, Mike Tyson is who he is, man. You cannot look past Iron Mike, man. Even though he's 58, he's a lot long in the tooth. But Mike Tyson looked good when you see him sparring and training. But like I say, sparring and training is different when you get in the ring and getting hit. But I think Mike Tyson got a lot of that muscle memory up there. What to do when he get in the ring, man. And they say Mike pretty strong still, man. He still got that power, man. So I'm going to watch it. I don't know what nobody else is going to do. On July 20th, I will be watching this fight. If I'm just watching for pure entertainment, man. It's gonna be entertaining, to say the least, man. The fight will be definitely entertaining fight, and I think a lot of people will be tuning in for this fight, man. I think a lot of people will be tuning in to this fight. Then also we got our next big fight. We got a couple fights that's coming up, man, on Amazon Prime pay-per-view. Tim Tszyu versus Keith. One-time Thurman, baby. Man, for the junior middleweight title on March 30th, man. Keith One-Time Thurman, man. I like Keith Thurman, man. Tim Tszyu ain't no joke, though, man. He gonna have to really bring it, man. Because Tim Tszyu will catch him. Lights out. Lights out. Then we got another big fight on April the 20th. We got Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia, man. For Devin Haney's WBC junior welterweight title, man. So that's gonna be a big fight. Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. Another huge fight, man, that's coming up this year. Also, Vasily Lomachenko. Oh, another good fight coming May 11th. Vasily Lomachenko versus George Kambosos. Man, it's going to be a good one. That's for the vacant IBF lightweight title, man. For the vacant IBF lightweight title. Osander Usyk versus Tyson Fury. In Saudi Arabia. Tyson Fury bracket up, just making money, man. Fighting once every 6 months, doing this thing. But Usyk is not no joke, man. He can definitely put a stop to the Tyson Fury undefeated streak, man. Got a lot of good fights that's coming up this year, man. A lot of good fights. I am waiting on the rematch between Bud Crawford and Errol Spence. A lot of people say that it's not going to be a good fight, man. I actually think it's going to be a good fight this time around, man. I think Errol Spence is going to have his head together. He already know what to expect with that punching power from Bud. But I don't think he's going to do it, though, man. It's going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough, man. Bud say he want to fight Canelo, man. If you fight Canelo, you better fight him later on this year, man. I wouldn't fight him now because Canelo has an open card invite on May the 4th. And right before Cinco de Mayo. So you're going to find somebody to punish on that day, man. I I don't know if Bud want to fight him just yet, man. But yeah, we got a lot of good fights that's coming up, man. I can't wait, man. But this Mike Tyson and this Jake Paul fight will be a good one to watch, man. It's gonna be entertaining to say the least, man. Entertaining to say the least. Let's move on to our NBA, man. See what's going on in our NBA. Last night, the Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors manhandled the Milwaukee Bucks and put us into their 6-game winning streak. Man, I mean, Golden State, I don't like Golden State. I mean, I ain't gonna say I don't like them, but they're not my favorite. You know, I'm a Laker to the heart. But last night, I'm telling you, them boys at Golden State, man, they were clicked on every cylinder, man. They beat these boys by a hot 35, man. Steph Curry, 29 points, 8 rebounds, man. Man, it was just an overall just team effort, man, with Golden State, man. And Giannis had 23. Dame Lillard had 20. The Bucks are still without Chris Middleton, who's trying to get back healthy, man, for this playoff run and everything. They were without Chris Middleton. They signed Gallinari, who was a free agent, man, and Steph had 29. Kuminga had 20. Man, you got my man Klay Thompson coming off the bench. How many Klay had last night? He had 10 coming off the bench with that second unit and everything, man. So you got them guys coming off doing their thing and everything, man. So Golden State Warriors, man, put a thumping on the Milwaukee Bucks last night. 125-90. Blew them out. 35. This was coming off Golden State's worst performance when Boston beat them by 58. Was it 55, 58? Boston kind of destroyed them a little bit, man. My Lakers took it on the chin last night, man. Foxy Milion just went ballistic. Foxy Milion went ballistic last night in the 130-120 victory, the Kings over the Lakers, man. Foxy Milion had 44 points. The King had a solid 31-13, 31 points, 13 assists. Man, the King is just the King, man. You can't stop that dude from doing what he do. Anthony Davis, 14 points, 11 rebounds. Man, that's not going to do it, man. That's not going to do it. You're going to have a little bit more than that, man, to help him out, man. LeBron, 31 points, 13 assists, 5 rebounds, man. You got to help the King out, man. You got to help him out, man. Reeves had 18 also. Anthony Davis, you got to do it, man. Hachimura had 29 in a losing effort and everything. But like I said, De'Aaron Fox, 44, man. Sabonis had 16 points, 20 rebounds, and 12 assists. Got a 20 rebound triple-double, man. He put in some work, man. Sabonis did last night, man. And he put in that triple-double while holding Anthony Davis to 14 points. Man, LeBron, I saw him limp off the court, man. He was walking pretty gingerly because, hey, this guy's old, man, long in the tooth, 37, 38 years old, man, and he got 21 years underneath his belt, man. It's father time starting to catch up with him, man. I can't say it is or I can't say it ain't, man, but I know he was walking gingerly last night when he was leaving the court. So the King, man, hey, you got to get him some rest, but he know there's no time to rest. He don't have time to rest, man. And when I say he don't have time to rest, the Lakers are right now in that 10th spot. Even granted, they in that 10th spot easily, but Sacramento in the 7th spot. So Sacramento will be playing, if the season ends today, Sacramento will play the Lakers. Dallas will play Golden State. Oh man, but the Lakers is just 3 games behind Phoenix for that number 6 spot. So you don't want play in. You don't want to do the play in. You want to have your spot locked in when the season is ended, man. So 36 and 26. So you think about it, 72. They got less than 10 games left, man. They got less than some teams got less than 10 games. Lakers got 64 games under their belt. So they got 64, 82. Lakers got around 18 games left. So Lakers got 67. That's 64. Lakers got 18 games left, man, to see what they do. And LeBron don't really have time to take off, man. He got to log these minutes and play, man. So that's the thing, man. So, oh man. It's gonna be tough for the King, man. With Father Time, and like everybody say, Father's Time is undefeated. Father Time is undefeated, man. NBA also announced that the 2027 All-Star Game will be held in Phoenix. It will be held in Phoenix, man. At the Phoenix Suns Stadium, man. So 2027 NBA All-Star Game will be in Phoenix, Arizona, man. Nice spot to go to. February. Yeah, nice spot, man. Nice spot to go to. Also, other news, Big Cat has a knee injury. He's undergoing tests as we speak, man. Karl-Anthony Towns has suffered a left meniscus injury, and doctors are evaluating whether the Minnesota All-Stars should miss a significant period of time. Those meniscus, man, can just be a lingering injury, and they can just roll on to something else, man. You don't want to miss a meniscus. Not too far from turn left meniscus injury, man. That's not too far from that ACL, man. A tear. Oh man, you don't want that, man. So it's safe to say Cat will be on the shelf for a little while he get this meniscus injury together. Because yeah, he don't want to, man. But hey, you gotta look at your body. You got to see if your body's telling you no, and you just gotta be like, hey, I can't do it. But Timberwolves are doing good tonight. They're winning 101-96 versus the Indiana Pacers. Then you got the Mavericks that's beating the Heat 85-78. They're playing in Dallas. Let me see here. Let's see our box scores and everything, how we looking. 85-78. Luka got 26 points, 9 assists, 7 rebounds, on his way to another triple-double. Kyrie playing tonight. Kyrie has 18 points and 3 assists and 2 rebounds, man. So Jimmy Butler's playing. Rozier's playing. Adebayo's playing. Man, but they are taking care of their business right now. So you got them boys handling their business right now and everything, man. That's the Heat. Tim Hardaway Jr. just hit a big jump shot, man, to put the lead to 10, man. Then you got our the Pistons and the Nets. Pistons are up right now, 113-106. With 54 seconds remaining in the game. Cade Cunningham, 29 points, 11 assists. Dennis Schroeder should have took that bread with LA. He betted on himself and he threw a crap. Dennis Schroeder, 31 points, 8 assists. Then you got the Suns versus the Raptors. It's just kicking off, man. Just kicking off tonight. The Suns versus the Raptors and everything. Kevin Durant has 4 points kicking off and everything. Brad Beal. Then you got Grayson Allen. What's the name? He's sitting out again, man. Booker. Booker's sitting out again, man. So Booker's not playing tonight, man. But you got Beal, and then you got Durant, and then Uric and Grayson Allen's been stepping up a little bit too, man. So you got a lot of those guys. 14-8, still early, with 6 minutes and 16 seconds left in the first quarter, man. Then later on tonight, this is gonna be a big one. Got the Denver Nuggets versus the Boston Celtics later on tonight, man. Gonna start in a matter of a few minutes, man, at 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. This is gonna be a litmus test game for the Boston Celtics, man. You going in, Denver, Colorado, playing the world champions. You coming in, go both guns blazed. You got all your guns ready. Hey, you got to win this game. You got to prove this is a prove it game tonight. You got to go in and dominate, and you quote unquote had the best record in the NBA. You got to go in and do what you have to do, and you got to handle your business tonight. So I'm excited to see what happens with this game, Denver and the Celtics tonight, man. And they say this is a preview of the NBA Finals too, man. This is a preview of the possible NBA Finals. So we don't know how that's going to go, but this is a preview of the NBA Finals, man. Warriors and Bulls, man. Warriors and Bulls, man. They play tonight at 9 o'clock. Steph, see if they go do a back-to-back of the night. DeRozan coming in, man. They are without what's the guard name, man? He is done for the season, man. My boy who won the slam dunk contest, man. What is his name? You could have given me started. What's my boy? Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine is done for the season, man. Foot surgery, man, and that's $40 million, man. He a through piece, man. He done for the season, man. It's a good hot 40, man. A lot of money, man. A lot of money, man. He is out for the season, man. Season in the right foot surgery, man. He'll be back ready next year when training camp start. But Zach LaVine is out for the season, man. They play Golden State tonight, man. It should be a good matchup. Good matchup. I'm telling you, man, even though they without LaVine, they got a little guard, man. Ayo, what's his name? Dasumi. Man, that little cat be balling, man. He from Illinois, man. That cat be putting the ball. He be getting buckets, man. So we're gonna see if Golden State keep that momentum going from last night, man. Or if make sure they don't have another letdown tonight and everything against the Chicago Bulls. Then you got the Spurs versus the Kings, man. See if Foxy Million them can keep that magic and that momentum going tonight. Versus the Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs. See if they can keep that magic going tonight, man. Anthony Edwards, man. Pacers and the Timberwolves, 103-102 with 2 minutes left in the game. Anthony Edwards has 36 points and 6 rebounds. Tyrone Haliburton, 22 points, 11 assists, man. Tyrone Haliburton is doing his thing tonight, man. He knocking it down, man. Tyrone Haliburton, man. So that's our NBA news tonight, man. A lot of NBA games going on. You definitely want to tune in and check out some of these NBA games, man. And we finna finish it off with our NFL, man. Bird, oh man. Boys getting the bag and stuff, man. Rams re-signing guard Dotson is a $48 million deal. And man, woo-wee. Jalen Johnson. The Bears and Jalen Johnson agreed to a 4-year, $76 million deal. 60 is guaranteed, man. Oh my God. Young brother got the bag, man. He got a 4-year, $76 million deal with 60 of it guaranteed, man. Oh man. Whew. 43.8 at signing, and will make $28 million in the first year of the deal. Oh my God. That's a lot of money, man. Young brother, you are set, man. Now you just got to go in and ball out. But you got your bread. You got your bread, Jalen. You got your bread, man. They can't say nothing about you, brother. You got your bread, and you set and you strapped up, man. So go on, do your thing, man. Jalen, man, just coming out, getting that major deal, man, today with the Bears and everything, man. You can't beat that, man. You cannot beat that. He spent all this year. The Bears showed him love. They said, hey, you are a cornerstone and focal point of our defense, and you are getting this bag, man. Well, like I say, they threw him a lot of money. 4 years, $76 million with 60 of it guaranteed. We got Dino's in the building. Dino's. Dino, you there?
Damn, you was just rolling solo, huh?
Yeah, that's what I do, baby. Solo dolo, man. Hey, man.
Like well, it wasn't really. I guess you found shit to talk about because I was like, it ain't really much going on.
Hey, man, I talked about high school basketball, high school Missouri and Illinois. I went showed the brackets and everything, gave my predictions on who gonna pull it out in the quarters this weekend. And oh yeah, it's sports, always sports to talk about, man. Another thing, big deal today. The Miami Dolphins, man, they made a little shaking, man. They made a little shaking. They signed Tyen Jonnu Smith to a 2-year deal, man. First $10 million, man.
Okay.
That's their
Noteworthy.
thing. That's one of their Achilles heels is their tight end position. And Jonnu just signed a 2-year $10 million deal, and that's gonna help him, man. I mean, that should help him out. That should help free Tyreek them up some a little bit and Waddle. But you got somebody that can run underneath the routes and stuff, man. And Jonnu Smith can get a little bit of separation. So it ain't like John. We talking about all pro now. Jonnu Smith, he ain't number 28 years old, 6'4", 248, run a four when he ran a 4.5, 4.4 40. So he's adding some much needed depth at that position, man. And we always talked about that the Miami Dolphins needed a tight end, and they got it with Mr. Jonnu Smith today.
Yeah, not now they gonna need some DNs because they lost both of them last season.
Yeah, the defensive ends are out. The Saints and safety Tyrann Mathieu reach a deal on the extension, man. So the Honey Badger will be staying in New Orleans, adding 3 more years, $33 million extension, man. He signed the extension, agreed to 2 years, adding more years to his 3-year deal for 33. So he got 2 more years extension. So it's safe to say Tyrann Mathieu will finish his career as a New Orleans Saints, man.
Pretty much. Pretty
He will
much.
finish this year. The new deal is worth $13 million, 2 years. That's added on to that 33 signed, that 3-year 33. So he's getting upwards of $40 million for a little over 4 or 5 seasons. So big shout out to Jonnu, man. The Broncos release their safety, man. Justin Simmons after 8 seasons, man. A lot of these guys, it's gonna be a lot of moving and shaking, man. And you
Yeah,
know what?
they got all that dead cap space from Wilson's contract. So they gonna have to dump a lot more than him.
Yeah, and you know what the thing is about that too, man. Dan Quinn is going to the Commanders, and they have so much money that's open, and you got all these defensive players that's free agents, man.
Let's
If
scoop him
Dan,
up.
if he could scoop them up, man, and put together a defense with these guys, and we talk about guys that was leading their teams. You get all them guys in there on your defensive side. You go and get your quarterback. Hey, you got your little running back. You got Gibson, and you got the boy out of Brian Cook. You got those two guys and everything. Now what's his name? Brian Robinson. You got Brian
Brian
Russell,
Rob.
Brian Cook. You got Brian Robinson,
And
and
I
you
was like,
got
I don't know
Gibson.
who he talking about.
You got
Brian Cook.
Brian Robinson, and you got Gibson. And yeah, man, you got Logan Thomas as your tight end. You got Scary Terry. Then you need another. I like Jahan Dotson, but you need another big time receiver on that other side of Terry McLaurin, man. Because you got your tight end, you get a quarterback and another receiver, and if they can land some of these guys, some of these big stud name guys that's free agents to get them to come in there, it depends on if you plan for now or if you plan for later. You plan for
Well,
now, you good. Hey, short term. You want to win a championship. You want to compete with Dallas. You want to compete with the Eagles in that division.
here's the funny part. You know how I can't stand Brandon Staley. Uh, so he got another job.
Where is Brandon
How?
Staley at?
Uh, 49ers.
What is he doing?
He's an assistant coach, assistant defensive coordinator. For what? What? The man hasn't done anything. When he had a head coaching job, his defense was terrible. The one part of the Chargers that should have been good wasn't.
You know what that's about. It's about relationships because Brandon Staley and Kyle Shanahan are friends.
They buddies.
They buddies. I mean, you fired Steve Wilkins. You fired Steve Wilkins, man. And Steve
Who
Wilkins
was a,
really didn't have nothing to
he
do
going
with.
Steve Wilkes gonna get another job. Watch. And he should.
I hope he do, man.
He should.
I truly hope he does, man,
And
because
then Brandon Staley is gonna go in there and fuck up the 49ers. Watch.
I I don't think he will. I think Kyle Shanahan got a strong enough leash on him that he won't mess it up, man.
And okay.
I don't think he'll just go in and just straight up mess it up,
I
man.
said the same thing about the Chiefs when Matt Nagy got there. Now, caveat, you got the ultimate neutralizer in Patrick Mahomes. But their offense was terrible. Once the enemy left and it was just him.
Yeah. I think Chris Jones is going to end up signing somewhere big too, man.
Now, apparently, he said he wanted to go back to the Chiefs.
Thing is, how they gonna get the money to pay him? Because I know, I know he swallowed his pride and took less than what he wanted this year, and they end up leading him to another Super Bowl. I don't think Lightning finna strike twice. Even though he loved Kansas City, he don't want to go nowhere. That's where both his championships came from. And I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Do he leave or do he go, man?
I
That's
think
the
he stayed. I think he stayed. It's a lot of people that's in order for them to make this run at this 3P, a lot of players are gonna have to sacrifice some money to keep that team intact. Because if everybody can't get paid,
that's the thing, though, man. You said the key word. People are going to have to sacrifice. Sacrifice. And D, can you believe Chris Jones was born in 1995?
yeah, we old dog.
Damn, damn, dog. No,
Chris,
1994, July 3rd, 1994. That means I was
we're
on my,
still old.
I was on my way to college when this boy was born. I was on my way to college,
I
and
was on my
man,
way out of high school.
yes, man,
And he is actually 3 years older than my daughter.
wow, 29 years old, and Chris Jones is 29, and your daughter is 27.
Just turned
20,
27.
yeah, and wow, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, she about to be 30 here now. I told her. I said, I told you. I said, I said you're gonna blink and you're gonna be 30.
And Chris Jones has 3 Super Bowl championships with the Chiefs. He won all 3 of his titles with the Chiefs. That's the only place that he played
That he
for
won.
was the
But they
Kansas
wasn't
City
in a
Chiefs.
row. They won in a row.
Yeah,
And the
no, it wasn't.
last team to win 3 in a row was
The New England Patriots. No, it wasn't the Patriots.
the Patriots.
They didn't. They was the last 3-peat. It wasn't.
They were the last three-peat.
Wow.
In fact, they were the last back-to-back until the Chiefs just won. Pacers, pull it up. I think they were the last repeat. They beat the Eagles, they beat the Panthers, and they beat God, who was the other team they beat? I know Eagles, Panthers. I can't remember who the third team was.
Let me see here. Let me see here. We got still Dolphins. Still. I'm going back. This is the 70s.
It's a bunch of back to backs in the 70s.
Steelers, Oakland, San Francisco. Uh, the Raiders in 84. Then we got San Francisco 85, Chicago 86, Giants
Giant,
86, 7,
Redskins,
Redskins,
49ers,
San
San
Francisco
Francisco.
89. Then you got San Francisco in 90, 89, 90.
And you got the Giants.
Who was the quarterback for both teams? Was that Steve Young on both of them, wasn't it?
No, Steve Young didn't come in
No.
'94.
Yeah,
That was
that's
Montana's
Montana.
last one.
Yep. 90. Then you got the Giants, the Redskins, the Cowboys, San Francisco Cowboys, Green
Cowboys.
Bay,
Hey.
Denver, the Rams, the Ravens, New England, Tampa Bay, New England, Pittsburgh,
Fuck, maybe they did.
Indianapolis. They didn't.
So what? They didn't get a three-peat. They just had it back to back.
The Giants. Yep. Then you got the Pittsburgh Steelers again.
So it's never been done.
Never been done.
So that's more incentive for them to try to keep that team together and add a wide receiver.
Never been done in the modern era, buddy.
Nope. So you gonna put some money on it?
What's that?
The Chiefs three-peat. You know, you can do future bets.
If you do a bet now, then I just don't think it's gonna be hell in a handbasket for them to three-peat, man. I just can't see it.
They won this year, and nobody thought they was gonna win. I, for one, didn't think they had a damn chance of winning.
But next year, the target is gonna be even astronomically bigger, man.
They playing in the same shitty division. That's 7, 8 easy wins.
Well,
Denver ain't get no better. San Diego might get better, but do you really think they're just gonna go beat the Chiefs twice? Probably not. They'll split, maybe. The Raiders are in shambles. They don't really have a quarterback. Devontae Adams might leave.
It depends on what happens free agency, man. It depends on what happens free agency, because if somebody throw Chris Jones, make him the highest paid defensive tackle, if they throw him a 6-year, $100 and some $million deal, Chris Jones getting the fuck out of Kansas City. I'm sorry. He gone. He out of Kansas City.
Trying to do something that's never been done.
Hey, man.
How much more money you gonna make?
You got three chips. They may not be back to back. You got 3 of them. You 27, 29 years old. You better look for you better get that big payday. Sit your ass down. And you got 3 chips.
Man, sit your ass down.
Sit your ass down. You got 3 chips. You good. You got 3 chips. Hey, you just playing for chips, or you want to secure that bag for your kids' future. So,
well, he got enough now if you spend the money right. And that'd be the thing. Like, they make enough money to set generational wealth. If they put things in place and make smart investments with the money, you don't really necessarily have to get a dumbass Mahomes contract to do that. They just trick the money off.
And see, you know what? Speaking of that Kansas City team, man, they linebacker Drew Tranquil signed a 3-year, $19 million. He took less money. 3 years, $19 million, 13 fully guaranteed.
Like that shit right there ain't gonna get it done. 3 years, 19. Like once taxes hit that, he gonna end up with 10.
Yeah, 3 years, 19, and then you got 13 of that fully guaranteed. So they hit on that 13, you gonna probably end up with around 8 of that 13. That's fully guaranteed.
Probably about 7.
And then you got to throw your agent out there and everything, and your team that you got, and your team who you got working for you. So
make it 6.
6 fully guaranteed. Man, I don't know, man. Hey,
and that's why I say everybody can't be out here tricking money off.
But
Tranquil took willy-nilly.
He took the cut, man. He took the cut just to stay and get him a championship, man. So you can't get mad at that. He's a team player. He took one, man. But
Buffalo took their team to the woodshed. They had to dump salary. They cut a gang of people today.
They cut a gang of defensive people, man. And What if those defensive people that end up Tre'Davious White? Oh man, Poyer. Man, what if those guys end up down there and what's the name of man and Washington,
New
man.
York.
New York, Washington. Hey, I'm like I say, man, Washington, man, hey, they got a lot of money to deal, man. Dan Quinn is a defensive coach too. Man, if he can solidify that defensive side, man, throw a few through deals out there, man, get his defense cracking. Oh my God, man. Oof.
Maybe the Texans can jump in and get something popping because
Yeah,
they right there. You know, I was hoping they would get Saquon, but it's looking like Saquon gonna try to stay in New York. So if they can't get Saquon, I will go after Eckler and then
yeah,
just tag team him with Singletary.
they could run out the Eck, huh?
Run that, you go get you another wide receiver. Um, you got another stud tight end behind Schultz, and they just re-signed Schultz. Then at that point, you just fucking just shore up the defense.
That's it.
Their linebackers are kind of their secondary was okay. Will Anderson was all right pass rushing, but you needed somebody on the other side.
To help them out. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Man, D, that's it, man. That's all the sports for tonight, man.
All right. Tuesday, stay tuned. Big weekend in sports. It's not this weekend, but it's next weekend. So basically, it's conference championship week in the NCAA.
Then our high school, we're gonna announce the high schools class 1 and 3 state championships this weekend. We're gonna announce the class 1 and 3 state champions on Tuesday. We're gonna announce the class 4, 5, and 6 final fours that's coming up this weekend. Quarterfinals are played this weekend coming up, man. I will also announce, we hit the eel side. We're going to announce the Illinois state champions class 1, 2, 3, and 4 next week as well, man. Big shout out to the Peoria Richwood, man. They are up in the state championship game. They play tomorrow in the semifinal and everything, man. Big shout out to Peoria Richwoods, man. We're gonna see what they do, man. We're gonna announce some things next week. We're gonna recap our MMA fight this weekend, man. A lot of big weekends, good weekend sports, big weekend, man. Check us out on Tuesday, man. We're gonna go and jump out of here like last year, and we see
One
you
more
on Tuesday.
real quick before you cut the cord. Hockey deadline, I believe, is today. So I'll have an update on some movers and shakers in the NHL. And hopefully by next Tuesday, I find out if I have been selected for this beak competition called Fresh Produce. We'll have an update for that too. So if your boy get down with that, it's on.
It's on and popping, man. Hey, we send a good vibe to D, man. We're gonna send them
That's
good
right.
vibes, man.
That be what's up.
We gotta send good vibes to our brother, man, and we're gonna go and slide on out of here like last year.
Peace.
Peace.